Alright, so we finished the first panel. I'm just going to work on the second one. I'm just going to double click on it in the library here. And it's going to be a little bit different, kind of the same, but slightly different. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to have him, right now his lips quivering. Like if you were to view this, it would just be him kind of whatever. What I want to have happen is that when you hover over it, he's crying when the tears come. And then when you click, he's going to play an animation of him wiping his tears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to convert it to a button. So modify, convert to symbol, and make it a button, and we'll just say cone crying underscore BTN, okay? And I'm just going to go ahead and open up that button by double clicking on it, and right now on the up, it's going to be this lip quiver, and then on the over, I want it to be that other animation. So I'm just going to right click, and we're going to insert a blank keyframe, and I'm going to find that, let's see, that's the cone crying button, button down, button over. Okay, that's all right. Now again, I gotta put on this thing so I can see where to put that. So I'm gonna hit Q, and I'm just gonna scale this up, and it's gonna be kind of hard because it's not exactly 100%. So, I'm pretty okay with that. I'm just holding Shift to keep it proportionate, and up a little bit. Come on, just a little bit, down a little bit. Screw it, close enough. Okay. Okay, so basically on over, it's going to show tears. All right, I'm not going to worry about down or hit, so that's fine. I'm going to back out of this now by hitting panel 2. Now, after that, what I'm have is that basically I'm just going to have it stay here, and then I'm going to have an animation play of him crying, which or him wiping his thing here. I'll just show you. I'll double click on this so you can see it. I have this animation. Oh, let me turn this off. I have this animation of him wiping his nose. Okay, like wiping the tears away. So let's back out of that. This arrow here. Okay, let's go back in here. All right, come on. There we go. So over here. So I have that animation. So now what I want to do is that when I have it that when you hover over, that's all working, and then I want to have that other animation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a blank keyframe on the next one. We're going to hit F5. Well, I'm just going to do it. Insert blank keyframe. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this button down. As I named it. It's not a good name, but the animation I want to play. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to go ahead and put on this. And I'm just going to scale this up so it's roughly the same size. And let's see. I don't know, it's going to be a little bit off. And we'll call that close. Okay. Good. So that animation is going to play. Now, here's the problem I have with it. So, I could have it go to the second frame and stop there, but then it'll just be stuck on him wiping his face over and over again. I want to play the animation and then go back to the beginning. So what I got to do, so it's not quite what I want. What I got to do is I actually have to extend this however many frames this guy is. So if you look, his total number of frames is 1, 2, and it goes to 43. So back up, and basically I need to go, I'm starting at 2, so it should be 45. I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to go insert frame, and I got to do that with everything else. Insert frame, and insert frame. Okay. So that gives that animation underneath enough time to play out, and then it will restart the beginning again, and then I can click on it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add that stop button. So I'll just click on any one of these first frames, go to Window, Actions, Code Snippets, and open this up, Timeline Navigation, stop at this frame. Okay, so that will stop there, and then I need to, on this button itself, or this character, I'm going to add another piece of code, and it's just going to be the click go to frame and play. I'm going to have it automatically make the instance, I don't really care, and then we'll say frame 2. Okay, so we're just changing it from frame 5 to frame 2, and that should work. So let's go ahead and Control Enter to test it and see what we got. Hopefully it doesn't crash, because I didn't save it. You should probably save it as you're going along, because each time it goes to do this, it's gonna take longer and longer because you have more and more stuff in there, and it's a much more and more. We'll skip past this one. All right. So now if I hover over him, you can see he has tears coming down, which is sad. And then if I click, he plays the animation of wiping his face, and then he goes back to that, and I hover over again, he does the same thing. Okay, so that works. And then we click next, and then we would do the next panel. So this should be relatively simple. Alright, so let's exit out of that, and I'm just going to save this real quick. Control S. Alright, so let's do the next panel. So I'm going to back out to scene 1. Exit out of this. Still have the onion skinning on. Turn that back off. Okay, and I'm going to go to panel 3. I'm just going to double click on it here. And we're in this one. And I'm going to have the baby be the button this time. So, and we actually need another layer too for the cone to pop in. Actually, we need 2. So we'll do cone. I'm going to rename this one baby so that I know what it is. Baby. And we also need another layer, and that's going to be the car. Because the car is there's going to be a car that drives by. Alright, so, and the cone and the baby, the car should be behind everything because I'm going to have it go over this way. I guess I could have it going before. It could go either way, really. So I'm going to take the baby, and we're just going to make, you know what? I don't even have to make it into a button. I don't have any other animations for, like, hovering over it or whatever. So I'm just going to leave it like that for now. But I do need the cone. I need to have animation of it basically jumping in front. And we'll say that takes about half a second. So I'm just going to go to 1, 2, we'll say right here. And I'm just going to right click, and we're going to do insert frame. And you know what? Actually, let's undo that real quick. Because we have an issue where I didn't put the cone in yet. Let's go ahead and put the pieces in so that's good, actually. So I think it was cone block. Where are you? Cone block anim. Okay. There he is. Alright, so there's the block anim. And then I also need the car. I'm just going to use the car like I had last time. So I'm just going to plop that car in there as well. Oops. Make sure I'm in the right layer here. Take the car and plop that in there. And you remember I had that in that other one as well. I'm just going to take the pivot, put it this way. And I'm also going to take it and scale it in reverse. Or actually, you know, it's a better way of doing it. Go to Edit. Is it not in there? Modify. There. Modify, transform, and we will flip horizontally. That way he's going this direction, and we will make it bigger. Okay. And this baby should probably be a little bit smaller. It's kind of a big baby. Okay. And that cone's probably an okay size. And we'll put the pivot down here since... Okay. Alright, so we got all that good. So actually, I'm going to do the animation of this first, because this one's going to be the longest one. So when I think about it, I want it to basically go from here to there. Let's say that just takes 3 seconds, but I want to wait a second because I want this guy to come out and then this to happen. So there'll be 1 second where it doesn't do anything. I'll say 3 seconds onto that. So I'm going to say 4 seconds for the car. Alright, and we're just going to insert frame. And the hotkey is just F5, I think. Yeah. And go ahead and insert frame for everything, just because I want everything to be there. Good. Alright, so the car, I'm just going to right click on that, and we're going to go ahead and create motion tween. And for the first second, I want nothing to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first frame here. Take the first frame, and we're just going to copy the properties. You don't copy the frame, oddly enough. Copy properties, and then go to the frame I want it to be, then right click and paste properties. So now it'll basically be a duplicate. Then I'm just going to go to the end, move this guy across this way, and we'll shrink him a little bit. Not a whole ton until he gets off frame. And so he comes, doesn't do anything, then he comes in, and I'm just going to actually use my V tool, and I'm just going to sway this curve. So basically he goes around. So if you look, nothing, he's going to drive around them like so. And probably at the end here, back to Q for the free transform, rotate like that too. That makes a little more sense. Good. Yep. Okay. Yay. So that's going to happen. And then what I want to happen for this one, I want this one to also have an animation. And so basically for the cone, we will convert, create motion tween. And so he's actually going to start off frame. So I'm just going to have him drop down. It's not super clever. And then I'm going to have this happen in, actually, you know what? We'll have it happen in 6 frames. We're just going to have him whoop, like this. And I would add like squash and stretch and stuff, but at V, I'm just going to make this more of an arc so it looks a little bit better. Okay. So he's going to drop in, and then the car comes across and around. All right. Yay. All right. Now, I just need to do like we did before. So I'm just going to click on the first frame. We just need to make it stop. So let's see. Window, actions, snippets. And we want to HTML5 canvas, timeline, stop at this frame. Beautiful. Okay. I'm also going to do that in the last one because I don't want, he only jumps in the one time. So I'm going to go to the last frame as well and double click on that. So basically it'll end on the last one. It doesn't go again. Now what I want to do is on the baby itself, we just want to apply that script. So it's just going to be go to and play. And I'm just going to have it automatically make that instance name. Probably going to be button 3 at this point. Yeah. Or movie clip 3. Oh, because he's not a button. So, and then we'll just do frame 2 again. And that will work. So now, if I do Control Enter, and I should have saved it first, this should be good to go. Give it a second. Computer made a weird buzzing noise. I think it's angry. Here we go, and there. So let's just see the whole thing. If I click, oh, he's sad, and the car drives by. I don't care that much. Let's go to the next one. And if you look here, oh crap, it's in the way of the other one. I gotta fix that. You go like this, and then he can wipe his tears. Go to the next thing, and if you look here, if I click on the baby, he jumps in front, and then that car is gonna wait a second and drive around. Okay, and then it should just basically stop after that, and we're good. And then I can just click next, and you go through the whole thing, and I gotta fix that one thing. So, yeah, what we're gonna have to do is, I know what we'll do. Let me see, car. Okay, so I'll go to the car. I don't want to do anything till then. So what I'm gonna do is, on this one, we'll hit. Let's see if this works. How to do it? Let me see. Insert keyframe all. Okay, let's see if I do F7. Let's see if we can just take that, put that one there. Oh, okay. Should be able to, there we go. Go like that. So that there's nothing there, right? And then he'll pop in, and then I can actually just remove this frame then. Let's, God, I want to clear keyframe and all. So there should be nothing. Let me just exit out of this so you can see. So when it first starts out, there's nothing, and then he pops in. And that way, he won't show up in the previous one. So that should work. Let's go ahead and save that, or preview it. We should be good to go. Yada, 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 yada. Okay, here it is. I'm just going to click next to see it. Yay, the car's not there, and I can click and he'll wipe his tears. I can click on the next thing, and that's all fine. I can just click on the baby, and you know, it probably would have made sense to make him a button, because you'll notice that when I hover over it, it doesn't show as a button, so should have made a button, even if I wasn't going to do anything fancy with it. You'll see it'll just end, and then that'll be it, and you just click next, and it goes to the last one. Yay, and it's all good, and it's done. And that's basically it. All right.